Hello all and welcome to more Slide 3 Honor Among Thieves. Guess what? It's not Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop distance. I know, it's crazy. We're done at 0.2 now and I'm still going to be making jokes like that.
As much as you say that as a joke, I know in your heart of hearts you wanted to say it.
I actually didn't this time. Surprisingly.
So welcome to... Are we on the operation? I feel like we last recorded this 7 years ago for some reason. Too much egg.
Nah, the mission took kind of long last time, so we couldn't finish the operation. Wanted to, but couldn't. Oh, I can get up this way. It's actually faster. If one of the boats shows up, boat, come back!
So
boat!
The operation here is... This is probably the closest we can get to an operation going right.
Yeah, Slide 3 operations go horribly wrong. There he goes. I don't need those stinking boats. He's checking the guards' pockets.
The boss here
wasn't the boss.
Yeah, I struggled with a bit, but not in the way that you would maybe think. Like I didn't not struggle as in it was difficult. I struggled in it was like the same issue with the boss in the second world where it was sometimes I would screw up jumping on him. Also, I don't know about the later chapters in this game, but this is the first this is at least the first one where you basically the operation is basically like what's happening at this time in it and what's happening at this time in it, you know.
So basically how it should have been the whole time.
Yeah, like multiple people are doing multiple things at the same time, but you play out their scenarios.
Yeah. So to be fair, Slide 2 didn't do that very often either. The only one I can really think of that was the first one.
Yeah. Pretty much.
On your second story work to be let in. They should be in position by the front door.
Okay, well.
Yeah, and then this.
Okay, Slide, that's all you have to do here. Get out of here.
Yep. Now Slide gets out of here, and then we do the Murray and Penelope section. That's her name, right?
Yes.
For some reason, I keep thinking like it's not her actual name.
You just see bad names in this game.
That's me.
I can't yet. Well, the Bentley one I can you have to understand. I'm thinking of Spyro, and then
it really doesn't help
Man,
recently, considering how much you've been playing Spyro 3.
Well, actually, I think I'm starting to get Bentley's name down, at least.
Once you realize that you're kindred spirits of sorts.
Oh man, this is tense.
He is a turtle with a gun.
He made a your mom joke.
He also made a your mom joke. He also stood silently at Mugshot.
That entire interaction with Mugshot was gold. Also, I can't forget the opera singing with Octavio.
Those two are probably my favorite sections so far of the game. Moments.
But when they decide to focus on Bentley, it always goes really well.
Bentley is just awesome.
So yeah, this area scares me.
This area also scares me too. I think after I failed the beginning 4 times over, I managed to what's it called? I managed to be able to do this level without too much.
Yeah, I managed the bad news too. There's a time trial for this on the Master Thief, so you have to be able to do it fast. And if I'm right, it's actually pretty stingy.
I feel like my problem with, what I had issues, not what I had issues with. I guess I'm scared of, do you have to start from the beginning even if you're at the very end?
What the, Death Note didn't go up.
Oh, let's see.
Yeah, you're gonna hear the jingle again, but whatever.
Look, sometimes it just doesn't go up, guys.
It's annoying, but whatever.
Yeah, we can't control life, guys.
Try to go a little faster this time.
If we could control life...
Yep, that wasn't even supposed to be part of the faster. I was holding brake. That would happen if I was going slow.
Yeah, but no, I know what you mean by you're scared of this section. You're scared of this section, because I'm also scared. I failed, like, after I got midway through the course, more or less, I don't think I failed. But yeah, no, I failed, like, 3 or 4 times before then.
Well, that one doesn't go up. They can be sneaky. What the?
It
That's not
probably
even
didn't-
hitting the light!
It probably... you
It was
can't
close,
ram in...
but
You can't ram into the lanterns. You can't barely touch the light.
you can't shoot down the windows either. That also sets the alarm off.
You can do that later, though.
Yeah, but not now.
Not with that attitude.
Okay, that definitely was hitting the light. Come on.
Bum, 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 bum.
Oh,
What's
also,
the,
yeah, I've been missing a couple of these.
You missed only 2. Bum, 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 bum. That's the fail sound effect.
I wanted
Something.
to add that as the death sound effect for this game, but I never got around to it. At this point, it just feels like I should keep this Sonic.
To be fair, that would have been a bit redundant.
Yeah. Dun 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 dun.
What is the death
I
sound?
hate the stupid light.
Would you make the death sound again?
Sonic 1 game over.
Oh.
Just quick jingle.
Jingle jangle? Jingle jangle jongle?
Okay, so far the first attempt has been by far my best, and I don't know why. Actually, I do know why. It's one stupid light up here that has given me like 4 deaths on its own.
Don't you mean lights? Kingdom Hearts will never die. Not on this channel.
Seriously. Oh, come on! I didn't even hit the button!
Well, apparently you did hit the button. I saw it on my own
Here, let
2
me...
ears.
No, okay, R2 does not trigger the button because I hit R2.
Oh, with the
Did
like
not hit-
the super soft shooty shoots, or shoot buttons. The triggers on the PS3 and PS4. That's like the worst part of the PS3/PS4 controllers to me. Is the triggers for L2 and R2 are very sensitive, especially PS3. PS3s are off.
I have never had issues with those.
I
have
personally
Plenty of other
do.
issues with PlayStation controllers, but that's not one of them.
Yeah, I personally do. Like, those are the 2 biggest problems for me. Or the one biggest problem, I guess it would be more so than 2. Especially when you put down, like, your controller on your leg. It'll decide to hit the triggers, and you're like, no! I just wanted to set my
Oh, you're
controller
such a
down.
That should do it. The laser door should be going away.
They must have another
Now you
computer
don't have
or
to care about anything, Mayo.
But
Yeah, no, that is by far the hardest part of the operation. In fact, it might be the hardest part of any operation.
if that second computer fully boots out,
Ooh.
there's no way.
You really think so?
Penelope, I've been doing
I mean,
this a long time.
Everything so far, yes.
It's that when
I'm
the
trying to think,
brain
like,
is messed up,
there's definitely
always
nothing
go back on
in the
golden
next
rule.
chapter that would be
What's
anywhere
that?
near that
Great
difficulty.
stuff.
You're right.
So
I didn't
far, I
store all the
haven't
security nodes before
seen
the other
anything
computer
that
comes
was
online.
that hard.
That laser
I haven't gotten to
should
the
be
operation in the next chapter, but
More break-
I'm close according to Mayo.
Right, now it's time to be destructive.
Murray's favorite thing.
Yeah, basically, it's this is gonna be real nice for anyone like us that didn't like that last part. Now you can go around destroying stuff. Screen light.
It's kind of a shame in retrospect because it basically makes the entire first part pointless, but
It really does, but at the same time, it's so vindicating being able to go through after the fact.
yeah, it's kind of cathartic.
It is
You're like, destruction.
destroy.
Destroy.
Also, why are there lights on some of these where it would do nothing? Like this one right here.
Because destroy.
Yes, okay, I see. I've been like...
Destroy then improve, Mayo.
There's 3 left somewhere.
Destroy Mayo then improve. And then do a backflip. But the backflip part isn't entirely mandatory.
Wow.
They honestly give you a lot of time to
Yeah.
be able to do that.
Maybe they
section.
felt bad about the last part.
Let's get that treasure.
So far, the only mission that has a timer that's been like really bad in the game was literally the one in Chapter 1. In that, just the one, the first firework or whatever you had to do
Oh yeah.
Call it
Oh,
out.
to
that's
destroy
supposed to
the
be.
blimp.
On my 3.
That's like literally the only one that you have to like haul ass like no tomorrow.
Dragons.
At least so far. That's not like a Master Thief challenge.
Try it again.
But that doesn't count
Did
in
you,
my.
no, but
in
you
my-
did not move your hand. I was watching you.
3.
Also, here's a little fun fact. I don't know if this counts. I think it does because I was just looking at the coins. The coins are different textured, I think, for the chapter depending on where you're at.
Yeah, that's how it's been since the first game. Every chapter has its own coins.
Totally unstable.
Alright. I think I didn't really notice it probably because in the next level it's very noticeable.
In some levels, it's really obvious.
Such as the next stage. Chapter. Next chapter's good, guys.
I keep saying it has Dimitri in it.
Always a slave to the
Shh, you're not
schedule.
supposed to spoil that,
That's me.
Mayo.
Everything in this game should have Dimitri, though.
Beneath the palace. Once you're inside,
I mean, this game already has more
I
Dimitri than Sly 2 did, and I find that kind of funny.
I disagree. I think every game should have a bit of Dimitri.
I mean, I don't see a problem with that.
Might as well do it with
Now we
style.
get to trick a sleeky fox.
Yes. Imagine she was walking there right at that moment and saw the calling card before he can finish this part of the job.
Okay, guys.
Well, now I'm
on
just
your top
disappointed
side.
that that didn't
The
happen.
bases around you are used in an ancient Chinese security technique to detect subterranean thieves. Our tunneling to free Jing King will shake the palace.
I get you. If any of the vases tip over, it'll trip an alarm.
Correct. Don't allow them to fall. I am putting
Now we
my
get the
trust in
best
you,
part.
Sly Cooper.
Remember
We'll get
those
Jing-
Vosses, guys?
The Guru's
Well,
right.
they're
Let's get the
back.
show on the road.
They're
Yay.
actually an alarm system.
Yep, and so, big surprise, you're not allowed to break them. Also, they are disgustingly slow with shooting.
Yeah, they are. Honestly, I was scared that this was going to be hard, but I had like 0 issues with this. It
Yes,
seems like
no,
on paper
it's
it would
easy.
be difficult, but it really
It
isn't.
should be hard, but I feel like they probably went back in before the game came out and made it disgustingly easy instead.
Maybe there's a really hard master mission.
don't
Master
think there is.
Thief mission.
I think there's there's something involving the bases. Oh, it's over there. Also, you can
The
recover it
bomb.
from disgustingly late time like that.
Yep. Also, it's
Success.
pronounced
We're
Voss.
directly beneath
I'm gonna
the
slap
throne
you.
Chamber, just a few inches from Jing King.
Childe?
You're up.
Solomon.
Salmon. That's how you pronounce it here. Alright? You're not
Listeners,
from...
I feel like 90% of people won't even know what I'm saying when I say that. It's salmon.
Salmon. No, it's salmon. Like salmonella.
I'm sure she'll see it and come inside. Then
So like the Sly
time for a
character,
little
or not Sly, the
subterfuge.
Phoenix Sly
Keep your
character.
position on the still
Yeah,
platform.
see?
You're on point for the treasure drop.
You don't say salmonella, do you? You say
Oh,
salmonella.
wrong button.
Salmonella. Ooh. Yeah, but Mayo, is any button right when it comes to you?
No.
Exactly. My nose itches. Could you itch it for me real quick?
You itch your own nose for once.
No. Mom said you have to. Look, you get the better end of the bargain. I'm forced to rub her feet. I genuinely want somebody to just figure out all the lore that we've spouted in our videos and just tell us what it is.
I'd be curious, yeah.
It have to be ridiculous. My name's Bentley, and I'm a nerd. Hey, come here.
She jumped up on the roof to beat up more guards.
I can hear it. I think when I did this, I had to be like oddly specific.
Yeah, I think sitting on the roof might have been a mistake.
Yeah, like you might have to go onto, like actually go onto the ground. Oh, okay, no, never mind.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was good enough because there was a guard there to distract her.
I basically had to lure her like almost perfectly. Like she would basically stand on the spot that I used the distraction for. So it was a little hard for me.
It's usually not.
It wasn't that hard. Well, not hard, but it was a bit a bit more inconvenient, I guess.
Yes, my daughter. You are safe.
Heads up,
Now we're
Sly,
definitely
you got
not
the
gonna trick you, Inspector Fox.
No, that would be extremely immoral, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Do they call her Inspector Fox in one of the games, or am I going crazy?
They call her that in all the games.
Okay.
Bentley, Secret Plan Alpha is underway.
I was mostly trying to make sure I wasn't like
disguise
saying some
myself as
random
General
name she
Tsao
doesn't
and
go by.
steal the veiled bride during the wedding ceremony?
Thought it was
Yeah,
she
make
went
sure
by
the whole
Inspector
gang's
Fox.
there.
I guess that's like her
Okay,
title or
I'm
something.
headed to the rendezvous now. Over and out.
Inspector
Sly
Fox.
Cooper and his
Sounds like a
Who's this failed bride he's
like
so
a
interested
007
in
agent
anyways?
name, Inspector
Well,
Fox.
He's not the only one who can play
don't know
that
why.
disguise game.
I feel like the
I'll
first
give
game they
you
almost
a gang, a
exclusively called her
shotgun
that.
wedding
Second
you'll
and third,
never
it's more
forget.
50-50.
It's more Carmelita.
Or
when Sly is trying to be a snarky asshole.
Yeah. Sly
Honestly,
usually
Sly or
says
Bentley.
Carmelita. The other is usually saying Inspector Fox.
What strange rumbling have disturbed my meditation?
Because
And on the
he has
very
a thing
eve
for
of
her.
my wedding. Do
Yeah,
not
of course,
worry,
of
my
course.
bride. I will not let anything prevent our love from blossoming. Not even your misguided attempts to escape. Ah well. Perhaps my meditation will be more
It's canon.
focused amid the splendor of my treasure temple.
They kissed in the first game. Wasn't that how he got away from her in the first
Yes.
game? He kissed her and it put her in a daze. That's how it happens canonically, right?
Yeah.
I also find it really funny
Where are you
how
guys
like
at with Jing King?
in the last chapter
Hey Murray.
she mentions how he won't pull a move on her. Meanwhile, she's trying to capture his ass and put him in jail. They have a very confusing relationship.
To say the least, yeah.
What if he actually comes in there and is like, "Hey, want to go on a date?" Well, she'd be like, "I got you, Sly Cooper."
I feel like it would end the same way it does every time with the saying, "Oh yeah, we can have a nice date out from your interrogation cell."
Is that what she? Well, she has said that before. That was in the second game, I think, right?
I think it was this game, the first mission. Not going to prologue.
Why don't they
Why is
just?
everything slow?
They should clearly just get married and be in a relationship, canonically speaking. But she's still trying to like hunt him down, just because it would make literally no sense. It'd be like, what?
You cannot hurt me.
Oh yeah?
Sly did already. I'm still confused as to how he's still alive.
I feel like Carmelita would kill Sly after knowing about this other girl.
I summon you from
Yeah,
rock
yeah.
and flesh. Aid the family Tsao in this
It
hour
wouldn't
of
just
need.
be for the love anymore. She's out for blood now. You screwed up, Sly. So apparently you can summon dragons in this game.
Yeah, apparently.
Let go of me!
They didn't even grab her.
The Tsao line is master in this
Yep.
place. Hear me, Sly Cooper. My lineage surpasses yours in every way.
I'm glad they didn't
It's not about the family name, pal. It's
bother
what
trying
you do
to.
with it.
Why do so many
Fix
characters
that.
care about their family lines? This isn't just a Tsao thing. This is,
I'm okay.
I feel like most of Phoenix 5 had this problem. Clockwork definitely had it.
Right, help!
Panda King had it.
Stay around, you will let go.
Because they're trying to just do what their parents did, okay? So I can't believe
as in
Kingdom
almost every
Hearts
villain-
3. I can't believe Kingdom Hearts 3 stole from this game. That was like the first thing I thought of when I first did this. I was like, oh, I can't
Honestly,
believe
that's the first
Kingdom
thing I
Hearts.
thought about when I played that boss. Like, this is Sly 3.
You're like, I can't believe it. They stole from Sly Cooper 3. Now I'm over here sitting here like, how dare they? Why would they do such a thing?
But yeah, if you can't tell from the health bar, this is our actual boss. You know, I still think like the actual boss should probably just be considered as Tsao, because that, for all intents and purposes, that is the real boss.
I think that is, I would consider that to be the real boss. I think this is just like,
This is more of a mini game.
yeah, it's more of a mini game. It makes sense, like, this is what you would consider to be like the mid boss, and then like General Tsao is more like the actual boss. I would say just flip them around essentially. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, because General Tsao is more of a real boss, I would consider him. I would say he is they gave him the power of a normal boss, and then they gave him the dragon the power of.
What is that village over there? Off in the distance. I'm only just now seeing that for the first time.
I never noticed that.
There.
I guess it's just backdrop.
Yeah, I guess. It's like, why
Feel
aren't they
like
getting
an
involved?
exit?
My hero.
Because they're probably all scared of General Tsao. The locals don't like him. I think it's been established the locals don't like him.
I can understand that, actually.
Yeah, it's just like
Oh, yes,
He's-
well done, Tsao. You definitely still have your bride.
I mean, let's be honest, he has a better bride now, if you know what I'm saying. Shame he's a bad guy.
Jumping
Yeah.
We're out of here.
I bet Carmelita was ready to kick Sly's ass.
Oh, absolutely.
That is literally like my head.
General Tsao had his wedding right on schedule. Everything was as he'd arranged, except the bride came as kind of a shock. Carmelita was a little disappointed it wasn't me she busted at the altar, although I doubt she minded taking Tsao into custody. He did, after all, plague the streets with the undead. From what I hear, the locals were happy to see him go. We dropped off Jing King with her aunt. The Panda King insisted that she be safe there and that he needed to pay off his debt to the gang. I was still wary, but there was no denying that his skills would come in handy. Needless to say, we lived it up in the back streets of Shanghai. What kind of gang of thieves would we be if we passed up on recreation like that?
Wow, that was actually a pretty long
To be
operation.
fair, I did fail the driving bit a few times.
Sure.
How long is this one in? 64%? Well, let's start chapter 5 because we still have some time left in this part.
We got the message late one Saturday night. Dimitri was calling in the favor I promised him back in Holland. He'd gone ahead and booked the whole team passage under assumed identities to none other than Blood Bath Bay. Easily the most lawless town on Earth. It's home to a group of cultural hermits who doggedly maintain the ways of their pirate forefathers. The cruise over gave us some time to get the rundown from Dimitri. I guess his grandfather, Remy Lestow, was a pioneer in deep-sea diving. He'd made a fortune looting undersea wrecks. Although his luck ran short when a young cutthroat by the name of Black Spot Pete stole not only his loot, but his precious diving gear as well. A broken man, Remy retired from treasure hunting and eventually started a family. Dimitri, growing up on his grandfather's stories, dreamed of one day recovering the gear. So that was our task. We've been called in to get our hands on this miraculous diving equipment. Not all bad, really. If things go our way, the team might get a frogman out of the deal, which Bentley figures will be a big help cracking the Cooper vault. That Bentley, always thinking.
Now, I haven't finished this chapter, as I've elaborated in the last part, but so far this chapter's awesome.
I meant to check the laptop first, but oh well. There's a good chance today I'm gonna finish, especially if we end up going through recordings today, which we were talking about.
You might what?
We very well may end up finishing it today.
Oh, that's
Especially if we do
fine.
the-
I mean, you said I was near the end anywho, so...
Things okay, so talk to pirates.
There he is, Black Spot Pete.
I didn't think
I
pirates
doubt we'll
could
do
get that
3
old.
today anyways, man. I'm pretty sure we'll just do the 2 and then 1 tomorrow.
All pirates are killers. Plain as
Likely.
that.
We'll
And
see.
they don't
But
trust outsiders.
either way,
How's your
so
pirate
far I
record?
have really liked this chapter.
I forgot me number 2 pencil for the Scantron test.
Joke all you want, but that guy won't help us out until you burn his
Please,
trust.
no Scantron tests.
I'm not in school anymore.
I fell and I don't want to go all the way back. When I have feral pounce, I should be able to get back up.
So far, the only issue I've honestly had in this level is it's kind of hard to navigate up to some rooftops. It can be.
You have stuff.
That's like the only thing I kind of, I guess, don't like. But that's about it.
You're gonna make a lot of money in this chapter, more likely than not.
I haven't gotten to the point where I make a lot of money yet, I don't think.
So much money.
I feel like I would know because you keep telling me it's a lot of money.
I mean, you do have to go out of your way for it, but... What the...
Magic? Science?
For the... Ugh. I should not be failing this hard. This is awful.
Maybe you're awful.
Maybe I am awful. I probably am. I'm just going back to the
I hate
safe
how
house at
those-
this point.
I honestly hate how those droplets look like something you can step on. The sparkles a
Yeah.
little bit. Especially from a distance. But I mean, if you know not to, like, you can't get them.
I'm not making that mistake twice. I'm going over it this way this time.
Black Spot Pete, I've come to...
Come on,
Oh,
man,
so
make
much for the
mistake
pirate
twice.
I
accent.
hear you're familiar with.
Treasure. I
Did somebody say pirate?
With the likes of you on so blessed a subject. Get out of my sight, landlubber.
Yeah, it makes no sense. They say, give me your best pirate accent, and then he just doesn't do it. At least Bentley acknowledges it.
Yeah.
Maybe we can
He's
work out a
like,
bargain.
Next time, use your pirate accent. He could have just been like, couldn't have mentioned it, and then he suddenly used his pirate accent. But it's not the case.
Salt of the earth, that Black Spot Pete.
Arr.
Clear to get anywhere
Arr.
with the old coot. We'll
Rate
need to
my
fool
pirate
him into
accent,
thinking
Mayo.
that You're cantankerous Tim.
What
I
happened
need
to
to
Tim
say
anyway?
more of it.
His lieutenant's mutiny on the old guy.
I
and divided
need
the
I need to
plunder,
say it
including
more.
his
Arr.
captain's outfit.
This is the only
like
real
a
pirate
7
town
or an 8.
left. They must be around here somewhere.
You're right.
I be practicing my pirate accent on my
Toughest
feet.
guy you'll ever meet. He
You
took
don't
guy-
be saying I don't have a good
Tough enough to
pirate
take an
accent.
anchor dropped on his head?
Good plan. That'll do the
I'll have you
job.
know, speaking of pirates, I actually did watch Pirates of the Caribbean, the first movie again, back on Saturday.
Alright, well, it's time for a mission I'm sure you will be very fond of. I mean, it's just monkeys. Monkeys!
Yeah, we have to make. We don't even make monkey
Monkeys.
noises, unfortunately. We have to just. We just have to make him seem like there's monkeys.
There's another guard over there, too. Okay, he saw me.
Name something better than monkey noises.
Actually, you know what? This might work still. Come over here. It doesn't matter if he knows I'm here or not. He still has to come over here. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, it didn't mission fail you. Who would have thought? But that works. Well, actually, I guess that makes sense because this next guy you're gonna be doing, I failed. Like he saw me because everything went wrong.
Yeah. You
And it
just have to
didn't fail
attack
me.
them. You have stuff in your pocket? You do. Well.
It's called a chicken tender.
Oh, that guy over there has stuff too.
What if he had a chicken tender in his pocket? What if you pulled it out and it said chicken tender, and then it gave you like 1 billion coins?
That would be fantastic. Not to worry about much rest of the game. Oh, well.
What if it gave you an unlimited amount of coins? What if your middle name was Tom?
It's Tom?
Yeah.
Whatever.
What if your middle name was Bob?
I mean, I'm sure you would be ecstatic about that.
I'm already ecstatic by the thought of it.
There's the second lieutenant. You need to steal his peg leg.
One of them is right next to you. You can still see
Seriously?
them coming
Isn't
off
that
the
kind
left
of
side of the view.
Harsh?
You'll
Yep.
need it for the costume. It's very unique. Look, what you need to worry about is getting past his bodyguards.
I'll have to pick them off one by one. Shouldn't be a problem.
And of course, none of the bodyguards have stuff in their pockets. That would be too easy.
At the end of the last chapter, there was like a string of people that just had a ton of stuff in their pockets.
Screws from his peg leg.
Yes, go back down. Good. Okay.
Go back down. Don't you mean go back up?
Oh, I mean, go back down.
I have to sneeze. I feel it coming. Say bless you. Say bless you.
Bless
Say
you.
bless you.
Excellent work. You've just got one
Achoo!
left.
Excuse me.
Witchy
I did
Ned.
sneeze. Told you.
I'm afraid word's gotten out that someone is
You
taking
you
down
probably
the
didn't believe me.
lieutenant, and he's hiding out up in a crow's nest.
To be honest, I don't believe myself either sometimes.
Or should you?
Excuse me.
We need a lot of money this chapter already.
Don't complain.
Oh, I'm not.
Complain one more time and I'm telling Mom.
I didn't complain the first time. I just acknowledged it.
No. I'm on to you, man. You said, oh no, I'm making money.
Yeah, what a
How-
terrible fate. I know.
Yeah, see? How dare you, see? Look at doing it again.
Keep the wits about you, Ned. Stay sharp. Ned. Sharp as an axe, sharp as a pin, sharp as a tack. Ah! I know it! 'Tis true! An Asian of Thames come for revenge!
Chase him down.
Whoa,
You've got
man,
him
I'm
back.
totally gnarly, bro. I hate this mission.
To be fair, this mission's bugged on PS2 emulators. I know that for a fact.
What do you mean?
But it is... I mean, for one, it's extremely prone to have this guy just get stuck on a walk cycle and not go where he needs to. Or he'll just be able to slow down when he's not supposed to.
Luckily, that didn't happen to me. I guess I just hate this mission because it takes so goddamn long. Also, I'm a little petty because I failed at the very end because I accidentally fell off the edge and it ruined everything. So and it took a really long time to get to that point. So I'm like, not only am I like a little petty, to say the least, because of that. But yeah, no, it's just a really long chase. It's even worse when you realize that it's meaningless in the long run.
It's absolutely meaningless.
And, you know, when you're already not having too much fun with a mission, that can sour your tastes a little bit.
I'm so glad I have Feral Pounds. It's making this 10 times better.
I feel like a sneeze wants to come up again. Like, I don't have to sneeze, but, you know, like, I feel like it wants to crop up. You know what I'm saying, man? You know what I'm saying?
Avast there. You've got me with me back
Say
to the
yes.
sea.
Please clap.
I yield.
I just wanted your hat.
Me hat? That's what
That
this
sock
here
was
about.
delicious, by the way.
Take the moldy cut of cloth and away with you.
Mayo had
I'd
to
like
eat a
another
sock.
sock.
No, definitely not.
Excellent. You've got the full cantankerous Tim disguise.
You just have to grab
Head
the
on
most
back to
random
Black
sock,
Spot
alright?
and pretend to be his old partner. And remember your pirate accent this time.
The most random, cleanest sock that you don't need no more. And then you gotta devour it. You just must consume it.
To get on that top of him.
Alright, time for the best part of the mission, guys.
Oh, absolutely.
I messaged him in the middle of the night, calling
He
him
did.
names.
I was at work. It was great.
Aye, matey. And not to
Arr, it's my pirate
Let's
accent.
talk of treasure. Arr.
I wonder if they intentionally gave Sly like a really bad pirate accent, or if that's literally the voice actor trying his best to do the most generics. Man, it might, you know, I wouldn't doubt if it was like a mixture of both, because like the thing is, he has to do Sly's voice while trying to do a pirate accent.
That has to be hard.
Yeah.
You're bleeding bump out waste skin.
You're a bleeding, barnacle-backed waste of skin.
That be true enough, but you're sheep-brained.
Look, they insult each other for a while, and I'm absolutely fine with it.
So, Brainless, I think Scurvy Ribbon is the one.
Yes. Yes.
And then, Captain Boy?
Yes.
Oh, really? You're a brainless, scurvy
I'm a right scurvy cabin.
But methinks you're a pig-breathed puss.
A big breath.
Aye.
Puss face. Yeah, but that's
You're
gross.
Lazarin,
Blather.
duck-billed bag of vomit.
Oh, yeah. You're a bladder.
Normally I would be I wouldn't be that, I wouldn't like how this mission goes on, or like how you keep doing that. You have to do it for like more times than I would wish normally, but it's so ridiculous that I don't mind.
You're parrot-loving, knuckle-dragging, nuggets.
You're a parrot
Calling someone a pirate a parrot-loving person isn't even like an insult.
That be true enough, but you're a mumbling, twisted whale fart.
Twisted whale fart, that's just rude.
That's a good one.
He's an idiotic, toothless piece of filth.
You are a idiotic, toothless piece of filth.
Ha ha! Cantankerous Tim, it must be you. Forgive this old sea
Yeah,
dog.
that part is so much fun.
Another part that I really love about this whole exchange is how what's his name is like, yeah, you know, it's true. I am all these terrible things.
I've come for me
Yeah,
share of the
so,
treasure
yeah,
stole
that's
years
absolutely
back
right.
from that Remy Lousteau fella.
He's just like, I can't fight with the facts.
Speak of it while drunk often. You and I burying the loot in the
Can't
belly
beat
of
him?
Dagger
You join him.
Fire. And many a year I kept the map to the treasure hidden, safe as a swaddling babe.
You can't Mayo? Then
High
Doctor.
time we dug up our retirement and lived as lord.
It shames me fierce to tell you, shipmate, but I lost my galleon in a game of cards. And worse yet,
Why'd you
the
bet
map
that
was
in the game of
stolen by that
cards?
terror, Captain Lefebvre.
What? What?
Look,
I'd have run
poker
him
is one
through
hell of
with
a
my
game.
cutlass before
Apparently.
giving up so treasured a parchment.
This Lefebvre's no ordinary buccaneer, no. He's earned the reputation as the smartest man on the seven seas.
Well, that's
The
not
devil
possible.
lives
Demetrius
in
on the
the
seven
keep.
seas.
'Tis there you'll find the
I'll have you know, one of my
Second
friends
smartest.
said, one of my friends loves gambling, like not real life money, right? But he loves like like the thrill of gambling and stuff like that for say like games that you can gamble in.
Thank you,
Are you
Peter.
sure that's not
doesn't
just
know.
you?
Been a good friend.
Well, that is me too. But I also have a friend like that, but he doesn't know how to play Texas Hold'em.
What?
Yeah.
Thanks to Black Spot Pete, we've got a lead on Remy Lousteau's treasure. It's buried somewhere on Dagger Island, a landmass many leagues from our current position. To make the voyage, we'll need to steal a pirate ship from the harbor. No easy feat given the cutthroat nature of the cutthroats. First, Murray and Sly will steal a jolly boat and blast the rudders off any ships that could chase us out into the open ocean. The action is sure to provoke the harbor patrol, so be prepared for a sea battle. With them out of the way, no one can stop us from leaving harbor. Meanwhile, Penelope and I will work together to break into Lefebvre's keep and steal the map to the buried treasure. Once both objectives are reached, we'll steal a ship and set sail for Dagger Island. Then it'll be a simple matter of following the map and digging up the loot.
So this... We've been going for 40 minutes, but we only actually did 2 missions.
Well, to be fair, these are kind of like not tried and true missions.
No.
These are the beginning mission. Like, they're not the middle missions, which usually are the shorter ones. They're the beginning and the ends, which can be kind of lengthy. So it's not the weirdest thing in the world.
Well, I feel like of all these, the one I want first is probably Shadow Power.
Yeah, shower power.
Yeah, especially once you get level 2. Shadow Power level 2 is extremely overpowered.
There better be a level 3.
There's not. But you don't need a level 3. Level 2 is full movement.
Oh, true.
So,
You can just hit people and they won't see.
yeah. See, I'm probably gonna go for that first. Thank y'all for watching. Next time we will begin day 1 properly. See y'all then. Goodbye. All toast, toast, toast.
All toasters, chicken tenders.